Okay. Looks like we're live. Again, let's hope that this doesn't crash. Let's go ahead and log in. Let's hope the game doesn't randomly crash on us like it's been. I'm not gaming. It's great when it works. Okay. Stay stable for me. Okay. Ooh, look. Fireworks. Yeah. Okay. So what are we gonna do for the first bit? Well, we have an event. And that event is the Moonfire Fair. And we will be going to do that. So let's go to Limsa. Hopefully the troubleshooting works. Fingers crossed. To the Aft Castle. To the Aft Castle. Okay. The Moonfire Festival Moonfire Fair, I should say, is every year around this time, around the summer. It's a summertime event. It's kind of cool. So we gotta first talk to this strapping Lala over here. Ooh, we're gonna get some glams. Good thing we're in the patch to be able to use them. So we're gonna get some experience, some gil, and this tile. We'll get some glasses, some nice shades, a top, some shorts, and some sandals. Ahoy, adventurer! Wishing you could scale away with the sun from the summer heat? This year's Moonfire Fair is exactly what you need. Our festival is the valorous perspiring face of the Adventurers Guild. So I beg that you partake in our offerings. This year's attraction is the Queen Lamin, a ship fully remodeled to an ultimate seaside resort. If you seek thrills and some much needed chill, head to Costa del Sol and speak with Chief Chaperone Hermanga. Well, to Costa del Sol we shall go. Let's take a look at this attraction that they have made. If indeed. Okay. Well, I guess this is the dude. Ah, now here's a strapping lass. Precisely who I was hoping to see. Mayaru sent you to help us, I expect. Well, don't be a stranger. Come up and I'll tell you all about our event. Look at this, chat. Got a orchestra roll, a big gigantic one, some speakers. Welcome aboard the Queen Lamin. First, an overview of her facilities. This looks like a Carnival cruise ship. Let's call it the Royal Aorsian Cruise Lines. This venue is designed to incorporate Azores's premier summertime recreations. You name it, we have it. Water shoots, a deluxe swimming bath, a performance area, and for the true thrill seekers, cannon rides. Master Gigaruju spared no expense for this year's fair, and its novelty has garnered swarms of visitors. But when you're out on the water, there's no telling when disaster might strike. Fortunately, we've hand-selected a team of elite swimmers just for such an eventuality. Lamin's Coast Guard is standing by to help visitors in need. Coast Guard, huh? Cool. Lifeguards are essential. It is to this force I would recruit you, provided you are willing. Consider this Coast Guard. You will, of course, be compensated, and the stylish Uldan-made uniform will be yours to keep. Hey, glam. Your first task will be a simple patrol. Speak with our guests and ensure everyone is having a safe and enjoyable time. Checking in with your colleagues is also standard protocol. Once you've made your rounds, report back to me. Ah, but your uniform. Ask Pabiano, and she'll find you one in your size. So talk to the blonde cat girl. Got it. Get dressed and start patrolling, guardswoman. I'm counting on you. Thanks for joining the Coast Guard. Let's get you dressed for the job. Now, where did I put the odd-sized uniforms? Ah, here we are. You'll find the tail hole of his guts. Off you go, then. These facilities won't patrol themselves. So we have to continue wearing our uniform in order to progress. Change back to normal garments if we move too far away. Locate a map for the garment changes area of effects. Speak with Pabayama to restore and prolong the transfer. Alright, look at us. Let's hide our our weapon. Looking very stylish, looking like a true Coast Guard. So we gotta stay in this area. We're looking like a Coast Guard. Looking very stylish. Let's hop in the water. Let's see. Where's our first person? Here we go. Over here. Another guard, I take it. If you have a moment, I need to speak with you and your comrade here. Oh, fantastic. I was just hoping another guard would come along. There's a bit of trouble. It's hard to see from the surface, but this beam's starting to splinter. Thought I'd alert the Coast Guard before someone gets hurt. Wanted to report the issue straight away, but I need to make sure that other guests do not approach this area. Could you consult Harmega about this in my stead? We'd do well to send for repairs. Much obliged to the both of you. We're all in safe hands with you lot on patrol. Alright. So that's the first one. Next one is up, but let's go over this way. Talk to this gentleman here. Join the Coast Guard, have you? In this spot I shall keep a watchful eye on our cannon riders. And in such comfort, here in the water, this magnificent uniform is a second skin. The artisan who stitched these is unmistakably a master of their craft. Were I to have the opportunity, I would very much like to thank them. Ooh, a shark. There's a big shark out here. Look at this boy. Wow, he is huge. Boy, this looks like a girl. Jeez, she is big. Woohoo! Good thing this is just a game, man. That great white is massive. Glad they're not aggro. Jeez. This thrill, it speaks to me. And now I simply must speak to you. My great-grandmother, she originally hailed from South Sea Isles. A lot of people catapult themselves into the treetops to dislodge coconuts. Is a cannon ride a catapult, I thought? One way to find out. And so I recklessly launched myself, rocketing through the air as my courageous ancestors once did. Yes, to honor their memory, I think I'll go another round. Fascinating. Alright, looks like we gotta go up, can only go up from here. Don't we look like a lifeguard? Our hair's pulled up into this nice ponytail. We've got our spandex shorts. We got our little hoodie jacket. We are looking very much like a lifeguard. Look at this little cutie. Those uniforms look like the yellow jackets of Limbs and Lamenta. Are they supposed to? Anxious as I am to see what's aboard the Queen of the Men, I'd be a fool not to listen to the Coast Guard's lecture. Safety first, as they say. Say it for me, one more time. If I ever in danger or need assistance, seek the color yellow! Right you are. Lemon's Coast Guard is working tirelessly to ensure the safety of all. May our yellow garb shine like a beacon for those in need. Oh, my apologies. I didn't see you there. Another venture come to join the Coast Guard, I take it. As you can see, I'm teaching our guests how to spot us. Luckily, we're all wearing this eye-catching shade of yellow, eh? Hold on. You don't suppose the artisan who crafted our uniforms chose this color for that very purpose, do you? Very likely. It was either yellow or red, really. I mean, I've seen enough episodes of Baywatch. What an astonishing level of forethought. I better put as much effort into my lecture as the Weaver put into this uniform. And we are back. Let's finish the quest. We talk to the people, to our guests and the other coasties. So let's talk to Hermega. Welcome back, my friend. Anything to report? There were some broken splinters. The water shoots have a splintering support beam. I'll arrange for repairs straight away. As for our other guests, I'm glad to hear that all is well. Sounds like our uniforms are serving their purpose admirably. No doubt the weaver who made them would be glad to hear. Help! My leg! Someone save me! Splash, splash! Did you hear that? Someone is in need. Quick, take this flag house and bind them. Uh-oh. Gotta do some lifeguard shit. Time to do some lifeguard and shit. Look just fine. A shark out there. There she. Man, that shark is really close. Uh-oh. There's our distressed guest. A lone guest puts face down in the water. She needs help. Help! Over there. Leave it to me. Ms. Vega, you are not dressed for the occasion. Who knows this thin fabric would feel so heavy in the water? I should have thought to wear a uniform myself. Yep. I can't thank you enough. My legs seized up and the current began pulling me out to sea. You should come and rest a while on deck. We have a healer aboard who can take a look at you. I confess, I'd hoped to introduce the two of you in a more dignified fashion. But oh well. What? How embarrassing. Anyway, let's return to the Queen Landing. I'll explain everything there. What? Embarrassing? Explain? We don't have time for breaststrokes. We gotta move. Got places to be. Things to do. Almost see us. I mean, we do have the thing. We could rip this off, and we're basically got a skin suit. If we're able to take the jacket off. It's a nice surfing, kind of a nice surfer's attire, actually. Yeah. Yeah. It works. Well, she got dressed quick. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm feeling much better now that I've caught my breath. Oh, good news. According to the healer, no lasting harm was done, and we have your sharp eye to thank for it. Now then, it was time the two of you were properly acquainted. This woman is none other than Habega! We just got word of the rescue. Is the poor soul alright? Ah, you three. All is well, all is well. Allow me to introduce Tazana, the Uldan weaver responsible for the peerless uniforms you're all wearing. An honor to make your acquaintance. I was anxious to see if my pieces were functioning as intended, so I decided to participate in the festivities as a guest. I'm afraid my exhaustion for work caught up to me at a critical moment. I can only apologize for the trouble I've caused. No trouble at all. Your successful rescues but proved that your clever design functions precisely as you intended. Is that not so? That's true. Even at a considerable distance, my eyes were naturally drawn to that vivid yellow. I'm glad to know that my design does what little it can to help keep people safe. You're too humble by half. These uniforms give us the confidence to do our jobs, both in and out of the water. True, you're too kind. How can I return to my... Now I can return to my atelier with an easy heart. Leaving so soon, surely you've earned a break from your work. Come, stay a while. Speaking of learning things, that uniform is now yours, Zelda. May you wear it with pride. As soon as we get glam, sir, we will make a glamour for it. Oh, how very generous. Hamega, you fully intend to prevail upon her aid for the remainder of the festival, don't you? No, Bah, break time's over. Back to work, the lot of you. As for you, Zelda, feel free to enjoy the fair to your heart's content, but as always, safety first. And we have glam. And we get the achievement, Uniform Guarded. Our first event of this playthrough. Let's go ahead and take a cannon ride. We'll get launched. Oh my gosh, so cool. Oh man, that was really cool. Although swimming in this armor, not advisable. Oh, okay, that's an easy way up. Nice. So a jumping puzzle as usual. Haven't quite figured this one out fully yet. I've been trying it on my main. There's a lot of people doing it, so yeah, it was kind of hard. But we can save that for later. Let's go down the water slide. Whee! And we do a silly dive. Alright. Well, we have work to do. That is MSQ time. Let's do 2.2. Let's get into 2.2, shall we? Yes. 2.2. Into the rising stars. There's our buddy Coltney. Did not realize the signs are moving. Oh, yep. You read all that. Women's back door tendon bar. Like a good girl. Like a good Catwoman should. I approve of her making sure that the shelves are stocked. Bottles are stocked as well. Ophelia. So let's see, some earrings. Alright, let's get into it. Truly, there's no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amajuna and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were all dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals and only crystals were missing. I hardly need tell you what that may imply. Yeah. The Brass Blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect. and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by the lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. There's even a possibility that the thief acts out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray, depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Stola when you arrive, and she and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope that our fears prove unfounded when you do. Strong nods. To Horizon. Whee! Teleporting is still fun. Hello, Stola. Zelda, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I would go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Boofaloopa. He's the officer charged with heading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which you related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap I will not elude yours. What you got to say, Fufa? Zelda, what a pleasure to see you again. Stola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystal stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... but never mind, I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward Eastern Dandelion, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend him without further incident. A speeding carriage, that would seem a curious choice with thieves of such proven cunning. But the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Dandelion. And what of their cargo? Do they carry the crystals we seek? And we got an ad, so let's pause. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee while the ad runs. BRB. Alright, we are back from the ad. Cool. We should be receiving a report at any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I've become bearing disappointing news. And on second thought, perhaps it is good news after all. Tancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Malja friends. But when you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I've never seen such a prodigious quantity of somberness. The Blades are calling one of the greatest hauls I'd ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Zelda. So we found ourselves back to where we began. What have I overlooked? Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon your fleet. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves, and their motive will profit. Why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we're missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall form Oriange of our progress, or lack thereof. Tipsy?
Now then. Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me
Oh, the daring duo begins. Oh, must go get coffee, but I will be right back. Wherefore you inquire of her fairness? Tancred said, is she hot? What's going on out here? Hello? I recognize those horns anywhere. She's an ARR.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
I recognize, even with the mask, I recognize those horns from anywhere. She is ARR. She's from the motherland. Yes. Final temptation. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight. No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, we try peeking Poopaloopa's drain. Who knows, if we work together we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Talk to Poopaloopa. Okay. Let's go talk to Poopaloopa. Oh, but it's good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I've just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Poopaloopa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and it came to me. What if there's someone among our own ranks conspiring them? A traitor in our own midst? It would have been most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Poopaloopa. Indeed, if for reasons of security, the concerned decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in the Horizon to another location. Their plans would be discovered the moment the blades were informed. But such a shipment surely would be well guarded. Thieves as wily as ours risk an open confrontation. They have not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let's say, a lone Makote miner traveling without escort, so it's not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed. This miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. May have north of the bridge to Hammerley. A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Zelda? You lie away to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Yep. Go tell them. Call me a cynic, but I'd be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender, so that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Yep. encouragements. I'm all for copious amounts of encouragements. And the will to use it. Let's examine our destination. Oh no! A ravager? Ooh, you got more over here. A boatman. Two boatmen. Look at you, Stola. Looking very, very fetching. Yep. Looking quite fetching in that miner's getup. Stubborn to the last, as expected, but you weren't harmed. A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Saddleland, no less. Suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves, all of them. Aye, and all with the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. The thieves are a long way from home. Yeah, Sancred, if you would be so good as to attend the outstanding manners in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Philippa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, chat? Because I'm thinking we ain't being in the desert for much longer. We ain't staying in the desert much longer, I don't think. On behalf of the Blastways of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying a traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and make good his escape. Oh, for the love of... How did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the somnus when confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, he was, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf, the Minson born and raised, I believe. Do not worry, we will find him, and you have my word on that. Let's see. Give me a price of any developments. Yes, she's standing right next to me. Understood. Okay, we got an ad in 3, 2, 1. Alright. Alright. I'm getting tired. My lack of sleep is catching up with me. Damn back. Anyway, let's see if we can get through this. I fear our time together isn't in, my friend. Our services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Yep. Stoic nods are my specialty, Tancred. Yes. Stoic nods for the win. The Mother of Exiles. Ooh, dyes. I like purple, milkcorn yellow, cork brown. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay. There, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Answers? Answers, you say? Well, pray return. Oh my. That's not good. Anyway, we're close enough anyway. We're close enough anyway. What's up, Alfie? You are late. Excuse me. I was doing a case. You little shite. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans. Domans, you say? I know all about Domans. We seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doman, yes? You know, sir? Uh-huh. It's literally where I'm from. Well, not Doma specifically, but pretty close. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Gallian Empire. No. Given your visitor's unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best of circumstances. Needless to say, I would be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, will they know the current state of affairs in the Empire? Such information could prove most useful. We'd be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Uldar. So, unless I'm mistaken, and I'm rarely mistaken. That's gonna age like fine, that's gonna age like milk. Unless I'm mistaken, and I'm rarely mistaken, we'll find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the Royal Promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do enjoy your sparkling repartee. Alfie, I'm glad you get better after A Realm Reborn, but right now you are a insufferable ass. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ulda. Okay. To the Chamber of Brood. Was a setting. It was a setting that is new. We have to do with chat bubbles. There's the chat bubble settings. Let's take a look. Let's see, we've got say, tell, party. We're going to enable. Our link shows. Alright, general settings. Okay. That's cool, that's cool. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grasp that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. Come on, Bartholomew, I know you're doing your job, but you could be a little bit more tactful than that. You know not what you do. Yep. Ah, the tale. The tale of a Rehanora. Such magnificence. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Often I'll levy you at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in this part of the world. At least, if you indeed are your allies in Ul'dah. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associates at the quicksand. Here you may explain your situation to us. We shall see if there's aught we can do to help. Indeed. To the quicksand. I recognize those white scales anywhere. Rain or our white scaled brethren. Or in this case, sisterhood. Where's our fireworks? Where's our fireworks? I hear them. I hear them. I can't see them. Ooh, full moon. Gold Nama today. Yep. We can't see the fireworks. We'd be most grateful for any assistance you and Master Alfredo can offer. It's ever been so long since we last set foot in dry land. So I hope this marks the end of our journey. Master Alfredo's associate, yes. We've been waiting for you. I trust you're ready to begin. /sit. Alfred, my boy.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms.
Sounds legit. I dig it.
Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Oh, God.
12 have mercy. and your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so.
Wise precaution.
I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Uldar are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Yeah. See the Alamegans.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care.
Oh, they've got children. This is bad.
I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Nope. Nope.
Be that as it may, Uldar is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience.
Yes, we do. But I'll save that discussion for later.
We seek only to spare the people of Uldar unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Alright, another ad incoming. I wish that would be a little bit longer than 15 minutes but in between, but oh well. What can I do? Kasagi. Alright, we are back. That's Agi. We are grateful beyond measure for this kindness. Lady Kikia, Lady Yukari, labors day and night for the good of our people. She's an inspiration to us all, yet I worry for her health. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we've been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more than you have already offered, so much desperation compels me, good madam. If you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, will go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Oh, from one ARR to another, I will make sure you get whatever you need. Modi, need your help. Help? Why didn't you say so sooner, Zelda? Of course I'll help. Couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage are due to have a banquet here on the morrow. See? But just sent whether they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go on and call Ferdinand and Catherine at the Sapphires Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and they argue. Just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Yes, because Ulda is uber capitalist. You get nowhere in this city without money. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. Nope, these horns heard perfectly. And here's her letter, just in case you didn't hear me. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. Catherine. STFU. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I normally want to question Mistress Modi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. STFU, and just give me the damn supplies. Do as you're told. Will not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. They are literally on a boat in the middle of Vesper Bay. I don't think that they can work right now. Thank you very much. Do you realize how far Doma is? Oh my god, these people. I swear. Not a single charitable bone in their body. Looks like one of So, Darnus, let's see. Darnus. Anyway. Alright, let's talk to Moody. Alright, notice. Alright. Had to take care of a few things regarding my FC mates. They had some questions for me, so we'll go ahead and let the ad run. Alright, we are back. Let's go talk with a lady you goody. I do not hope for such magnanimity, much less expected. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. Should be sure to thank her most humbly. I know you will, lady you goody. Lady Hughley, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think he will be pleased with his reply. We've been granted an audience before the Sultan and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alpino, so I will return the favor. Not as owed, Lady Hughley, for naught has been given. The small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them. Assuming the Domans are willing to keep in their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. To the Royal Promenade we go. Oh. You could go that way, but I'd rather not. I'd rather take the fast way. To the Chamber of Rule. Kasaragi. We are all enemies of Guatemala, is an opinion that we should join forces. Yeah. I've heard that the Sultana is a kind and generous ruler. The Syndicate, I have heard less flattering things. Yeah. Bard sing of wars which decided the fates of nations. For a single word spoken in the council chamber is more likely to decide that of mine own. To Leggy and Leggy. Wish to greet our guests beforehand and offer my support for their cause. Damn it, Uldan, it matters not to me, but place does not equate to birthright in mine eyes. I take pride in my establishments for this very reason. The Platinum Mirage in particular serves as a showcase of the talents of countless men beyond our borders. I must take pains to illustrate how accepting the domains would benefit Uldan. Only then might the Syndicate be swayed. A pleasure, Lieutenant Hime. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
Ayugiri of Domar, I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
Oh boy.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Probably both.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Olorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future.
Oh.
Uldah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy.
You're saying you suck as a businessman, Teleji.
How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Simple. Olorito, of course, is going to leave, because he was the primary objector. And she leaves. The ARR dude leaves. Yep, that's a no.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
What did Alfie say? He's not known for his generosity. These words seem to be hollow to me.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity.
Yeah.
The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Takes the dice. As you have observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Often I've wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him. Knowing the gentlemen are yet in need of aid, one follow me to the Hall of Flames. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. To the Hall of the Flames. What you got us for us, Ruban? Oh, 50 seconds. Alright, we're back from the ad. The syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monitors have made their position clear. Agreed, Uldar is not an option. Nor Limsa or Gridania. A judge, given the state of their internal affairs, which leaves our dome and friends can find to his ship. God, the thought of them huddled in an airless hole with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to follow an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. What you got planned, Alfie? Ophelia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultan to accept this for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. What you up to, Alfie? Lady Yugi, I have a proposal, if you would hear. Outward then, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Sons of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it's frequented by mercenaries and other men of action. It lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, but with not safe food and shelter by way of reward. In terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugi. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Uldar, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldar Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there, anon, Zelda. Sure. Lady Yugi, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. To the Adventurers Guild we go. Alphino, sir. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Mimodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans till such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Mimodi! We love Mimodi. She's so cool. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it will go unnoticed. The Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 domes to Mordona. When the government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the domain's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Uldar, Lady Ugri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have a work to do. Lady Ugri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our domain friends to you. After you have rested on your own road-weary legs. Of course, what say you? Yep, sure. Show me the silver. Show me the money! Ugri's game. As we speak, the Domans prepare to depart for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Uldar. And so this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Zelda, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever needs to be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozan when you arrive. As Lady Ugri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Now, before I go talk to Hozan, let me go fetch my Vesper Bay tickets. I need my Vesper Bay tickets. Where are my Vesper Bay tickets? Not there. There's my Vesper Bay tickets. I will be getting you shortly. Let's find this hose on the gentleman, shall we? Ugh, there's another stench on the wind even here. Great. Alpha Nova informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Ah, don't worry about it. I knew from a glance what a manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care. They're most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. Time to play hide and go and seek the children. Yeah, my thanks. Pray seek out my son Yosen. He can tell you more. Alright, let's talk to the boy. Oh, hello there. I'm Yosen, son of Hosen. We're coming with us to Uldar. I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. They're just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still hiding, and since Lady Yugari told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Yeah. Let's play hide and go find these children. Where could these little... there's one child. Are you playing? No fair. Yosin didn't say anything about adults. Huh? You can ride a horsebird carriage? I didn't know. I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yosin says it's safe, I'll go. Such a cute girl. Right. Nobody over here. Look, it's Lolorito. Oh, there's another child up there. Up we go, up we go. How'd you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Well, maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Guardians didn't find me. Yeah, I played hide and seek when I was a kid too, kid. I know the tricks. Let's see. Not in there. Maybe behind this building, maybe, perhaps? Check the other side. There's the other one. Hey, you're not Yosin. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Zelda Hime, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She is fan-freaking-tastic. She's really good at hide and seek, too. Yeah, she is. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Zelda Hime. Nice meeting you, too. Yeah, we found all 3 kids. An Uldan pastime, watching cat girls dance. Wonderful. All the children are counted. Hide and seek. I see you're curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best the children know what to do in case the Guardians found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Why we adventure. Long last, Hosen and his group are ready to leave Vesper Bay. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ulda is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, It would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Let's do it. You're gonna be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Word from the Blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story, so I was thinking you might go ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades will tell me the road is safe. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, so you can make it that far on our own. Some of them self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Yeah, I already know about how those Blades handle it. Yeah, they want to rob you as protect you. That's a pretty big winch. Imagine the kind of cargo that you need to haul that up. Jeez. Over the river and through the woods. Alright, let's see what's across this bridge. Let's see what could be all around this bridge, shall we? Uh-oh. I'm wondering... Oh, you? Okay. Got a floating eye. Alright, I think we have handled that. Go back to Horizon. So there was a base here, was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, madam, well fought. Ah, only I were in better health, I would have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I can't help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost, but not forgotten. Lady Yuguri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? And kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give her all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do it without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Reverence, we told, will grow and prosper by our hands. Yes. Industrious people. Hello, children. Hey, Miss Zelda. Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Well, this is a rehash of what we were asked in the beginning. Now, the last one was ... We have to gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, to go where the wild rose bloom. Now, we are trying to reclaim our kingdom. So, while I would like to say the Scion Creed, I do have to remember our people back in the East. So, to gain power. I knew it! That's what I told Koharu, but she didn't believe me. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Zelda, I've got a question. What's Revenant Toll like? Is it pretty? Well, that is an interesting question, young Koharu. We could tell her that it's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers, which is true. It is a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness, which is also true. It is home to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, which is very much true. And it is but a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. That is true, but we do not want to frighten the children. So we are not going to tell her number 4. We are going to... we're going to say it is a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean it? There's lots of people who are as strong as you? Well, not as strong as me, but they're strong. Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Zelda, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Well, my young protege, you can either seek out new experiences and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armors from Rowena. Number 4 would be amazing, but they're children. Let's give them the motivation. They should train every day. Ah, so my father was right. How do you do it then? Come on, tell me, and don't leave anything out. All right, Alright. That's enough questions from Miss Zelda. That's not fair. What does Yozen get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as she does. These children are the cutest ever. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Yep. Really? Then I will... Thanks for the advice, Miss Zelda. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Zelda and Lady Ugly. Yeah, just like Miss Zelda and Lady Ugly. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Indeed. I may be a queen in disguise, but I do enjoy being amongst the people. Right. To the gates of Ul'dah we've come. And let's go to the quicksand. We'll talk about these stairs maybe at some point. The lore behind that. A lot of these stairs is quite interesting. There's a lore video that you can watch at some point about this. It's really, really interesting. We are over on the other side of the world. I still can't see the... Alright. Let's go take the fast travel. Because walking is for scrubs. I pray they do not grow accustomed to this dream. It's welcome respite to be sure, but far car from what we expect in Revenant's Toll. Has the first group arrived already? Wonderful. But tell inform Master Alpine it wants. We welcome your return, Mistress Yume. Ah, Zelda, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Game in silver. All due respect. It's past time, Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Danaland, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slaffborn upon your arrival. He's the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Nimbilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Zelda. Alright. Door of Revenant's Toll. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. And greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slapborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We're both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slapboard. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. I guess I've yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Zelda. Why are you wasting our time with me? You see them to the rising stones. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones and all. Minfilia. Okay, Colton is no longer here. He moved over here and sitting with Papa Limo. So seeing as they moved, let's see. As the case with other distant lands, I've heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I dare not lend credence to these tales, but I cannot hope that some are true. Eorzea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, but nevertheless I suspect that the Domans will struggle to adapt. What's up, Taru? I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic. Your special tonic, you say? This little thing is nothing compared to what the Domans have endured. So many youths these days fail to understand that it is incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That is why it's so wonderful that when young men like Corey Boulder rise to the occasion. Yudo, what's up? Did they really sail that hot-watered ship all the way from Ulthard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it sprung a leak? Yeah, they did, and they did so because they were freaking desperate. Okay, we got an ad starting in 2 seconds. Alright, we are back. Talk to Maniphilia. See what she's got to tell us. Tis no use. What is up? Our attempts to reach the students of Aldacian continue to meet with failure. Ariange has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts, the truth is clear. We are but waiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Germans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Yeah, the kids were cool. Mayhap you question the wisdom of invading refugees from the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did. No. No, I'm cool. They're cool, and we should help cool people. Nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Well, that's true. We are a quite small organization. I'm supposed to be keeping a low profile, but, you know, I think this will be a mutually beneficial arrangement. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Ugari is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Ugari. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? You have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll cannot accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we'll find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray seek with Slackborn, Lady Ugari. Zelda. Just two ARR women. We don't have to talk. We just know. Laman and I will make the necessary preparations to ensure that our German friends feel at home upon their arrival. I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Stola should be returning in Norman with the report from the field. Map can wait here and speak with her upon her arrival.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Echo! Num's gift, as we call it in the East.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless one. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Equal with the emissary, you say?
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Uh-huh.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Yep. Nama's gift definitely had a doozy on me.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
She got daggers. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there's even a chance the problem's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let's hasten to Lincoln and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and I will doubtless have valuable information to share. Well, to Linso we go. Go talk to Sandale. Get transported up to the Admiral's bridge, to the bridge. You are expected. Pray take this up to the commander. Hello, Melwood. Welcome, friends. I take it you still as apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers reaching as far as Thanalan to supplement our cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome Scion's support in this endeavor. But if gods forbid our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will only say that there's something I wish to see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I'm not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require. Precautions must be taken. I shall inquire that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, we'll speak of the operation. Zelda, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsis spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith. That you might be apprised of the latest intelligence, Commander Falkbreda has charge of the garrison. Let's go talk to Captain Falkbreda. Let's go talk to the commander, shall we? I've been expecting you, Scion, on the 7th dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Show me the silver. Folkbreeder is growing ever more agitated by the minute. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter any of the Sops' spawning grounds. But it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. Yet their return is long overdue. I fear the ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. It's not too much to ask. I would ask you aid us in the search. Our scouts retreated in the Sops Alto. Here, just this flask of restorative, and tend to those who may have been wounded. But it pains me to even consider the notion they may have perished. Circumstances permitted, I ask you to recover their bodies. By no means reach too deep in enemy territory, however, we cannot afford to lose you at this juncture. Well, let's get into Maggie. Let's go, Maggie. Let's go. There's our first one. Help, somebody, of all times, forget the restorative. Ugh. Another ad. Alright, we are back. Let's give this dude some help. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by serpent leaders. Well, armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. We were able to flee this far, but the others are captured. They were taken to the serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Oh boy. Alright, Maggie. Gotta go rescue these boys and girls. Not interested in the bait. Oh no. Alright, these two are dead. Rest in peace. Alright, back to Folkbreeder. %33% of survival rate. That is not good. That is appalling losses. adventure. Ma'am, might have a bit of the service. Nothing. Carry on. You returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. Tell me, what became of the others? Now, 2 of them fell. Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. There's no savagery, no bounds. Enemies know they go too far. I judge it to what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. Oh, right. 2 out of 5. Still. I them suffered the same evil fate. 40% casualty rate still is pretty bad. At the very least, one of my men came back alive. For that, I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Whenever we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns, will sound any moment now. Be ready to sell a force if they do. Okay, well, I am getting a bit tired. I am going to go get some rest because I've been up for a good long while. So we will stop there. We have 6 more MSQ left for the end of 2.2 MSQ, so we'll take care of that tomorrow and get started on unlocking Glams and all the other side quests for 2.2. So until then, be safe, and may Nama bless you. Bye-bye.